Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Superman at home. By Superman at home, I mean the best podcast to listen to at this present stage. It's
Oh yeah.
Popcorn and Opinions with your hosts, Beeston Opinions and Owen Popcorn. Let's get this
Oh
started.
yes. Thank you so much for the intro. Yeah, guys, welcome back. This is our second episode. So happy to have you guys here. Yes, it's Superman, diving into the new Superman as David Corenswet. Wow, what a great movie it was for me. So we're here to uncover that so you can have a listen and determine it yourself. Reason, I heard you've got a few questions for me.
Cool. So, firstly, what did you think of the new Superman movie?
If I like giving it a 10 out of 10 rating or how would you say?
Let's say a 1 minute synopsis. Basically, what did you think? What was your experience going into it? What was your initial thoughts? And let's go from there.
Okay, wonderful. All right, start the timer. So we initially, when I watched the trailer, I thought, okay, this could be something. This could be something, but you know, movies these days tend to, I don't know, disappoint. And what
Be overrated.
my full rundown, yeah, be overrated. My full rundown is when I watched this movie, I was actually shocked at the music was amazing. This whole scene playing out and the comical accuracy, it was amazing. I can definitely tell the audience and everybody listening that it was really amazing movie. 10 out of 10 for me.
Well, that's fantastic that you thought so highly of it. Like, okay, so what I would say is from the Superman movie, and here's a fun fact: the Superman movie
Okay.
was so good for me that Owen and I decided to make a podcast called Popcorn and Opinions to
Oh,
discuss with him. So yeah, a bit origin story. Yeah, what I liked is about the movie was, firstly, it didn't fall into one of the traps of building up Superman's character and stuff like
mm,
that, like his whole origin story. Same thing with how can I say with Spider-Man, where they didn't put
okay.
in Uncle Ben's death and stuff like that in the new Spider-Man. So I liked that, where it's like we know the character's origin story, we know all of that. Yes, they gave us
Yeah.
little clips of like the timeline, but I liked
Well, they gave
this
us a little
movie.
description,
Yeah, but it
like
wasn't
with a
like
little
like
just.
a full scene
Yeah.
telling all of this.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So anyway, as from there, I felt the this Superman was a fantastic movie, especially the
Mm,
Superman there. Like it was a complete contrast to Superman just being the hero of the day and all that. This was Superman that was like he got beaten and he still got up, even though he was
yeah,
83% when he got healed again and then went back out there. Like you can
yeah. Facing the
see
Hammer
that
of
the
Baravia.
Superman, yeah, like what I really liked about this movie was, and it's so much better, I would say, than Henry Cavill's one because the Superman actually cared. He has that human touch to him that I think
Yeah.
was missing from a lot of the other Supermen that were out there.
Yes.
That like
Yes. Jack
this
Snyder.
guy was
Take it
like,
away.
yes, yes, I can tell you really don't like Zack Snyder, but yeah, like I feel like James Gunn really really got the character right in
Mm,
terms of not
yeah.
making him too weak because he has to be Superman, but also having
Yes.
Superman be like has morals because at the end of the day, what Superman was there for was to be basically the ultimate, like in terms of morally, like to be that standard. Like, what would Superman do? What would like be the hero that you needed, right?
Yeah.
And like that's what I
Yeah.
really liked about this Superman was it was the hero that you did need. Like he cared. He like even with that
Mm,
whole monster fight, like what
Yeah.
I really loved was that he was saving everyone around the monster, and then tackling it, or as it happened. Like he was very quick on his feet. Like
Mm.
what I loved the
He
most
his
was
feet.
the monster fight
He was flying.
with the building. Yeah, with
Yeah.
the building. Like where, like Zack Snyder's Superman would let that thing just demolish the building. Cool. This
Yeah.
guy was like,
Easy.
let's help.
No,
So
like let's
yeah,
actually try and save people this time.
like he saved a squirrel.
Yeah,
Like
can
I
I just
mean,
say, so many people online did not like that saving squirrel scene. When I watched the movie again, spoiler alert, I watched the movie 2 times already, and I thought the saving of the squirrel scene. Remember, in the cinemas, I watched this with my parents. I was looking over to my mother at the time, and I was like, "What? He's saving a squirrel?" That was so. I thought that was a very wholesome moment, really.
yeah. Like what I liked is like it showed that he cared. Like look at the one slow-mo shot where he saves that girl, right? Where he covers
Can
her. So and
I,
all.
I,
Yep.
I just want to say you can carry on, but I thought it looks like he's breaking her neck almost. The way he's pulling her head so forward. That was funny, a bit for me. But carry on.
Wow, that's graphic, eh? Superman doesn't like
Yeah, that
kids.
was
Anyway,
a bit,
no.
but
Zack Snyder's Superman would probably do that. Not this guy. This
like
guy is a cool dude. He's
crazy.
in the way of the he's in the Gen Z version of that's a cool guy. I'm just a chill guy.
No, easy.
So yeah. Anyway, I really liked that bit of it. Like you could see, but also like the Superman, like he's very aware of what's going on, and
Mm,
he knows his power level compared to everyone else's, and like he's more gentle with other things, and like yes, he's basically a super alien god in a way. Like he could destroy Earth
yeah,
with whatever, with like his lasers, or like he could basically be a dictator, like, but it's like he has all these things, but he does it for the greater good, and like that's what I really
yeah.
like. Like I always felt with Zack Snyder's one, it was a ticking time bomb before Superman would turn evil,
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's why I always say
And I
that
mean,
this guy, yeah,
yeah, yeah. This guy was actually such a nice guy. It's giving that Spider-Man with great power comes great responsibility. That type of spiel. So truly the best use of his powers ever. And the point I was trying to make is turning back to that Superman. He could be a dictator. There is actually a range of comics already put out there where Superman is a like dictator. There was I'm not sure.
yeah,
It's like the Injustice series of comics
yes,
made by
Injustice,
DC.
where
Yeah.
yeah, they also have a game about it where Superman
Yes.
basically starts to become a tyrannical dictator, and like he
Mm,
wants to
mm.
kill all of his enemies basically, and like,
Yeah, he wants
but
actually
like,
to he wants to like he wants to take away the evil before it's done. But then again, which is totally contradicting to this new Superman, because he even thought that big kaiju monster was worthy of saving. He wanted to euthanize. Well, he actually didn't want to euthanize, but he said, let's at least euthanize it in a more peaceful way. So that was his at least. He wanted to.
mm,
I think he said in the movie, he said there was like some space zoo where he wanted to take the big
yeah,
monster. So
I'm like my
really,
guy.
this monster
What I
probably
don't get
killed
is,
a lot of people, and you want to save him still. Well done.
yeah, okay, let's move on to what did you think of the characters?
Ooh,
Let's go with
can
Lois Lane.
I? Okay, Lois
Start
Lane.
off with that.
Lois Lane was for me a good choice. She was this typical reporter lady questioning everything, even questioning her own personal things. So the true nature of her character really boiled through to all her interactions, even with Superman Clark Kent, which she knows now is Superman in this movie. So everything was boiled down to her personality. Everything just went and how can I say, it was a golden thread through all her interactions with everybody in the movie.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Okay.
you can continue on your side.
All right. What I would think is I really like the dynamic with this
Hmm.
Lois Lane because even in the comics and stuff like that, like Lois Lane is like you save her, but like if you look at this movie, there was like hints of independence there. Where it was like where she was
Yeah.
interviewing Superman, right? Like she wasn't giving him any slack about it. She was cutting down to the facts. Like, okay, so you basically tortured the one dictator to get get your way, basically. Did you consult the
Mm.
president? Did you do all these things? Like she was giving it to Superman and like doing all of that and not backing down, which is great. Also, I love the
Absolutely.
fact that her and Mr. Terrific, one of one of the really good characters there, like very good.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Yes.
they saved Superman. Like you'd always think Superman would be saving Lois, but now Lois saved Superman basically into the pocket
Yeah.
dimension, which was I loved that dynamic. Like it showed
Yes.
Superman not just being all powerful, like cool, like
He also has his
yeah,
weakness, which is kryptonite, of course. With the guy's name is Metamorphoso, right? So
yes,
his whole act was to create kryptonite out of his hand. But we'll get to that all as well. But yes, I appreciated the connection that Superman and Lois Lane had at the moment when they just got out of the pocket dimension. Superman was so thankful that Lois Lane saved him.
all right, let's move on to what did you think about
About
one
Guy
of my
Gardner,
favorite characters? No, one of my favorite dream teams, the Justice Gang. Let's
the
go first
Justice Gang.
with Guy Gardner.
Please, 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 please. I've always been a fan of the Green Lantern, like, superhero. So we had Hal Jordan in, like, how can I say, the Justice League, like, animations and things and that. But Guy Gardner's got this certain type of, I don't know, grit against, like, with him. And he's comical. He's absolutely a funny guy and really showing, I don't know, a friendly banter ish, but yo, what a cool character for me. He's been an absolute laugh a lot in the movie.
He, I'm not gonna lie to you, this Guy Gardner that we saw in the movie
Yeah.
is the portrays the exact comic book version of him. Like Guy Gardner right,
Yes.
in the comics is arrogant. He wants to win.
Mm.
He
Mm.
basically thinks no one's better than him, right? And the actor
Even
that
to
played him
Superman,
did a
that one scene.
fantastic job. Yeah,
Say,
like you could
did you
see
say
like he
Nathan
was
Fillion?
so good.
Sorry, did you say Nathan Fillion?
Uh,
Right, the actor's name.
no, I did not say that guy's name. I'm not really that good with actors' names.
Oh, okay, okay. But
So
sorry,
anyway,
continue on your.
so anyway,
Yeah.
I, as I was saying, right. So basically, I really liked his portrayal of Guy Gardner, like,
Mm.
and it also was a great contrast between Superman and Guy Gardner because, like, it's one person so humble, so like, you know what, let's try and mitigate the minimize damage and
Mm.
stuff like that. That's the thing, and then you get Guy Gardner, which is like, nah, I'm here to whoop this thing's ass and leave. Like that's what I'm there for.
Yeah.
Like I can't not
But
do
he's
that. Like,
but bear
but there's
with me
like
here.
such
Bear
a
with me. He is also the show pony of the Justice Gang. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
He's the show pony. He's totally embellishing and going towards like, oh, we're the Justice Gang and it's doing so good. Da 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 da
That's
da.
not
We
our
just want to
name.
thank that's. And I love that witty comments of Hawkgirl and Mr. Terrific, just shooting from the hip and saying, "Please, that's not our name. It's not official." So it's a funny internal dialogue happening over there.
Oh, the best one was the one of the best lines in the movie was that haircut should be against your vows. What? 348 women say otherwise.
That what should be what?
That was the
That should be what? That was fantastic. The to go in a further depth of Guy Gardner's like typical I don't care personality is in that fight scene in Jodhanpur, right? Just on the
Mhm.
border of Moravia. There was that kid saying Superman, Superman, and he just came down and said, "Sorry, kid, Soups
You
couldn't
got
made
an
it, so you
upgrade.
got an upgrade." Oh, what a good scene! And he literally did all these hand gestures to flip the tanks, and the other one he literally flipped off the tank. So that was amazing.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really like James Gunn's Guy Gardner. Like it really did well. All right, so moving on. What did you think of the Hawk Girl?
Hawkgirl. So I would say there is my portrayal of a Hawkgirl. She's not gonna lie, respect to the short queens in this world, but she was a bit short. And in the Justice League animations, Hawkgirl is a pretty tall girl. So, but don't let's not make height a big scene because this take on Hawkgirl, her personality being this like okay, I'm really just here to come and kick the living days out of this monster's life. you know, she
Behind.
actually yeah, behind. Thank you. I was looking for a nice word. So she actually has this. I want to say girth. This type of sheer like aggravated war mentality, and I like it. It's really like totally going in there, hitting that monster's eye with her mace. Pretty cool.
I feel like with Hawk Girl, like the mace and like everything like that, like she embodies that warrior.
Hmm.
Like you're just there to whoop its behind and leave. Like, but then also like I feel like they could have explored her character a bit more. Like,
Hmm.
because if you think about it, like she was like more like a teenage girl, like in that way of like, that's not like being uninterested. Like when Superman got captured and stuff like that. Like there wasn't that much expression. Like I wish that they like dove into her character a bit more. Like she was there, but like I would say she could be forgettable in that way. Like she didn't really have like if you look at Mr. Terrific, like his character was
Yeah,
funny. It was like it was cool. Like
he was whimsical. He was witty and
yeah,
whimsical.
like yeah, like as much as I don't want to say it, I'll be straight up and say it. Like she didn't make that much of an impression. Where even if she wasn't in the movie, I don't think it wouldn't have made a big difference
Okay,
in that way.
okay.
Like if you
I
think
mean,
about it, right? Like there was no the only significant thing that she did was either get her mace stuck in that monster's eye or dropping the Bolivian
ooh,
president out of and like I felt like her performance could have been better,
I
like in
get
terms
you,
of
but
exploring her character more. So yeah,
I mean, let's say that could be lead to some ramifications um, for her in the next movie or next because I actually showed you this post at work. Just a quick reminder, me and Reese and we work together. So I showed recent this post where James Gunn said there would be like 4 Superman movies in the pipeline. So perhaps we would be exploring her character a lot more. So where she would probably face some backlash for killing the Baravian president. But I thought it was a good scene. The transition to that fizzy tablet, that Steve guy drinking the fizzy tablet, that was amazing transition. But then, just so to move a little away from Hawkwill, just for time reasons as well, let's go into Mr. Terrific. The guy himself, what a legend.
All right, let's go with it first. Okay, I'm going to give my opinion on this one. Fantastic character, terrible name.
What?
Fantastic character, terrible name. Let me tell you why. If you were a superhero, he's such a cool character, but the name was terrific. He put no thought into that, firstly. Secondly,
I would totally
I agree with Guy Gardner on this one. No, hang on. Let me talk here. I believe what Guy Gardner said is like, with the name Mr. Terrific, you don't have anything to do with naming.
Okay, sure. That's a funny line. But Mr. Terrific truly places the true meaning of a superhero, being an optimistic superhero badass. Can I say it like that? I've seen this. I've looked a little bit into Mr. Terrific's character. You can say obviously in the show we'll allow your opinion, but if I can say, Mr. Terrific was literally terrific in everything. So he in the comics he possessed superhuman level IQ, and actually was outperforming in other skills as well. So he got married. He got great scores in sport events. He was an academic genius. So I mean, he was just terrific with everything. And that's why I agree with that one statement he made. I can help. And he said, I don't need your help. I'm Mr. G-Dam, Mr. Terrific. Of course, I don't agree with the G-Dam, but yeah, that was a fantastic scene. Just summing him up in a nutshell.
Okay, but as I said he's a great character, just terrible name. If he had some other name, it'd be cooler. But Mr. Terrific as a name for your superhero alter ego, it gets a 4 out of 10 for me on that. But in terms of badass feats that he's done, 10 out of 10. He made it look easy, and what I liked about it was it has a very nonchalant demeanor about him. So he's just he knows he's better than you, but he doesn't have to. He's the opposite of Guy Gardner, and Guy Gardner will tell you that he's better than you, and will proceed not to be better than you. But if you look at Mr. Terrific, it's he's not going to tell you he's better than you. He's going to show you that he's better than you, sort of thing.
Yeah. And that let's not lie. That aligns a lot more with you, who you are as Reason. I mean, you are a. I can just see how you would be a Mr. Terrific fan.
Yeah, I really liked it, but I'm also on the fence with Guy Gardner in a way. It's has the trash talking, but also likes to show that he can do things, sort of thing. That's why I feel I feel with you, you'd be more of a Mr. Terrific because you're very humble and very you don't like to brag about things. You don't like to trash talk a lot. So there's that. So
very nice. Thank you. That's a nice compliment.
Thanks.
I really appreciate that. So
all right, moving on.
I agree with you. Okay, thank you. So let's honorable mention Crypto the super dog.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I'm a little bit on the fence about Crypto.
Okay.
we only see him like actually do things in like the later half of the movie.
Okay.
So
Yeah, like
I would also
with a
say,
meaning.
yeah, I would say like could have explored it. It's very weird with the animal. Like you can't really explore that much. Like you can't speak. So,
I
but
get
like
you.
nice inclusion, but maybe not necessary.
He was a little bit too chaotic for me in the movie. I'd say he was
Yeah,
like destroying too many things. He destroyed Mr. Terrific's T spheres, which I
that
was
was
like,
funny.
oh man, that was funny. But a few of the times, I believe Crypto could have saved the day alongside Superman a lot better. Can I say? Like especially that black
Yeah.
hole scene where Crypto just proceeded to lick Metamorphoso's son's face. I was like, oh come on, Crypto, do something. But yeah. So unfortunately, Crypto was very awesome, very cute, and like a very effective companion. But I would maybe debate with myself there at the effectiveness of Crypto. But yeah. Um, okay,
All
and I
right.
see we're
Next
running
character.
a little bit of time. Metamorphoso. What did you think about him?
I was actually gonna go. Let's actually go on to Lex Luthor and let's go from there.
Oh,
I think
how can
maybe we can extend the podcast to like maybe 45 if we need to. We can do that. Like because this is
we can
a very
create a
good
part
episode.
two?
I'm like,
Yeah, this. I think this is a very, very like intelligent, or not. Sorry, not intelligent. It's got that.
very thought
It's got
provoking.
thoughts. Yeah, it provokes a lot of thoughts and a lot of sparks a lot of conversation. Yeah. So
Yeah,
maybe
so
let's do part.
let's make this a bit extended.
Oh, okay, extended rather.
Yeah, it's gonna be to 45. Like it's usually like we do it till half past, but I think because this episode's a lot sweeter and
Okay,
also it's kind of the origin story of podcasts and opinions, so I think it deserves it.
okay, let's go. Okay,
So,
Lex
all
Luthor.
right, so let's move on to Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Uh,
Soda pop.
oh, hey, maybe next episode. Stay tuned. Okay, carry on,
Soda.
Mr. K-pop.
All right.
All right.
What did you think of Lex Luthor?
Lex Luthor. Damn it, I have to say, a few of the times I really hated him. But I think he was written to be like that. I thought, a few of the times I thought, how can you do such a thing? To storm into Superman's base, like destroy all his Superman robots, and I don't know, like twist the whole world to be against him. Hate Superman for being such an honest guy, you know?
But he didn't really tamper with the message. He just delivered the
I
full
mean,
message.
yeah, yeah, he just gave the full message, but I mean, he let's face it, full message or not, he gave that message on with the full intention to turn the world against Superman. If he didn't, then he would contact Superman personally, and then they would talk it out like two real men. But unfortunately, Lex Luthor didn't cut it for me. I was a few times in the movie. I was very, very mad at Lex Luthor.
I feel like that's. I feel like Lex Luthor is like, how can I say? Is like Batman in a way. Like he's very
Mm,
skeptical about Superman, and like if you think about it, his reason is valid. Like, okay, there's this superhuman person, right, that can destroy our planet if he gets angry, right?
yeah.
We rely on him too much. So let me try and at least stop him or imprison him so that he doesn't eventually try to kill everybody. But also like I really liked his character. Like the
Mm.
actor that played him did a fantastic job. Like
Oh,
and that was Lex Luthor. Like
Nicholas Nicholas Hoult is the actor's name, by the way. Fantastic actor.
Yeah,
Even in all these other movies, you can go have a quick
like
look
he did
or whenever.
so well.
Yeah.
Like he did so well. Like he had a contingency for all of that. But like also like I feel like he over explained his plan, which was kind of shouldn't have done that. As Superman said,
Over
so
explain
why are you telling me a plan?
when and where.
Pocket dimension. He explained his plan. He was showing about how the monkeys were
Oh,
typing all hate stuff, all that
okay,
stuff.
sure. But in the movie, Superman did say like, "You would have never told me this," and then Lex Luthor jumped the gun and said, "Yes, if I wasn't intending to let you go," type of thing. So
Yeah, like
Lex Luthor, in
but
his
like I
full
feel
mind and faith, thought he would stay in that prison.
yeah, but still, like I mean, this is a Superman movie. But
Yeah,
anyway, oh wait, sorry, sorry, it's not Deadpool 8, the fourth wall. I forgot. Anyway, yeah. So
Gwen
felt
Pool going on there.
character ex, excellent. Would give it a 10 out of
Mm,
10 performance. Like
yes,
captured
he
the
was a
character.
fantastic actor.
The,
Yes,
fantastic.
absolutely.
Right.
He played very well.
Let's see. Okay.
So,
And what's next?
okay, what's next? I would say let's dig into the music. I'm a very musical guy myself. Let's dig into the music. So just for
Oh wait,
time wise, I want to cover
we
all
forgot.
the topics. Yeah.
Okay, quick one. 10 seconds. What did you think of the clone and how they explained that the clone could get into the Superman uh, Fortress of Solitude? Quick 10 seconds,
I, it,
go.
it it broke my heart when Superman said it was keyed into my DNA, and that obviously gave away the idea that Ultraman is inherently copy paste Superman. I was that, and I mean, obviously, I've got some comic knowledge as well, so I knew this in a sense, but it still shocked me when I was watching the movie.
Hear me out here. Hear me out. Right? What should have made it better if Ultraman was Henry Cavill's Superman?
Okay, you're cooking. You're cooking.
What
He
do you think?
like
Imagine that was the reveal.
I think that would have made for a good audience. Like, how can I say, moment? Like everybody would be like, "Yo, that what's going on?" But hmm. But I mean, the whole that would defeat the point. Only the audience would know, not the people in the movie would know. Like, if we were to jump into the in quote unquote NPCs of the movie, that would be confusing for them. And it was very important
Fair enough.
for our Superman. He said, "What the hell?" So what the helly? So he had to say like, "What the hell? This is me," and that's obviously very important to notice how they got into the Fortress of Solitude, or not the Fortress of Solitude, just his base.
Okay. One more question, right? What did you think of the robots? Like, I feel like they're very good comical relief there. Like, they played more of a role than Oscar. I'm not gonna lie. They had more
Um,
personality.
Obviously, we had our main robot, number 4, which had a very funny scene at the very end, which was, I'm not sure if you remember the actor. A little bit of a shout out to Wreck-It Ralph. That Candy King, that actor played number 4, and he improvised the scene of when Superman said, like, "Thank you, Ford. You clean up the place very nicely." The robot said, "Thank you, but maybe one day you can give me a name." Superman was like, "Ford's a name?" And the robot said, "So is Gary." And behind the scenes, David Corenswet wept. It was a very funny scene, and truly have to give it to the actor himself. Fantastic actor. His voice has been used for a lot of like voice-over roles. Amazing. I love those robots.
All right, let's move on to what do you think of the music and the lighting and
Music.
imagery?
Did you say the energy?
I said, what did you think of the lighting, music, and overall? Yeah, let's go with the energy. What did you think?
Okay, okay. To start with the music, it was inspiring. I would be lying to you if I say I don't listen to the songs on a daily. Um, Especially the songs Home, Last Sun, and Look Up. Amazing. Those three songs, they do it for me, really. Very
They live
inspiring.
rent
It
free in your
makes
mind.
it lives rent free in my mind, and it makes me feel like Superman. It feels like I can achieve kindness when I just start to wake up and choose kindness. And I don't know, it's just take my word for it, very inspiring. I felt like Superman, kind, to give, and so on and so forth.
Interesting. All right. I thought the music worked very well with this movie. Like
Hmm.
where dramatic moments needed to be, music reflected that.
Yeah.
Where
Yes.
subtle moments were, the music reflected it. Like I felt like it really did. Like this was the perfect movie for Superman. Like I am not a
Mm.
Superman fan, but after I watched this, I was like, I think I might be a Superman fan because
I'm a
it's so
Superman
good.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. What
The
did you think?
Okay. Sorry, I have to get to
Sorry.
that. I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am. I mean, that was a good song. That was a good choice. And I'm not sure if you know, James Gunn went and made a playlist for each character to like explain
Oh wow.
who that character is. Yeah, you should give it a listen. It's pretty cool. So Superman has this idealistic, joyous punk rock type of vibe, and it's in direct opposite to Lois Lane's. She also claims in the movie she's a punk rocker, and which is a little bit more on the, how can I say, more, I don't want to say
Itchy side.
metal side of, yeah,
It,
the that type of side of punk rock, and very cool. I have to agree with you with all the music, but yeah, let's go to on to the next topic.
all right. What did you think of the visuals in terms of lighting? And yeah, what did you think? What did you think of the close-up shots of Superman flying and stuff like that?
In the trailer, the lighting was a bit different, and when you got into the movie, then all of the contrasts, all of the type of colors, and the lighting scenes were better for me. I'd say so. Um, I think they really made a good effect, or how can I say, a good shot at the lighting, to bring in CGI as well. They also made everything super realistic. Even when we're in the pocket dimension, it looked very stuffy. It literally lets you think of you're stuck in a pocket. Like it's almost like very stuffy. I don't know how to explain it further, but you get what I mean, right?
Yeah, like I feel like the lighting in different scenes worked very well. Like in terms of, let's go with where in the first opening scene, like the contrast between between the ice and Superman's outfit and all of this, right, was
Yeah.
quite well done, right? And then towards the pocket dimension, it's very dark, like you're trapped, like there's no hope. So maybe that could also be a
Mm,
reflection. And then with when at the ending where Superman saves everybody, oh wait, let's go with this one. When he's on the farm, the lighting and everything portrayed peace and tranquility, which is what happens
yeah.
usually when you get home, like
Warm
you are in a
colors,
peaceful
yes.
state. Yes,
Yeah.
so like I would say that. And then towards the end, like you felt like you were in the battle, like everything was great. Like that's what I felt. Like I felt like the lighting and how they did everything was
Hmm.
incredible.
Yeah, it
All
really
right,
was.
so
It
let's
was.
let's move on to everyone's favorite section. Is it a rewatchable or is it regrettable?
Okay, so if I can be quite honest, if you or any of the audience say it's a regrettable, please, there's the door. Go find a, a broom. Go and clean up your room and make some time to go watch the movie again. I'm not sure how to put it in a better statement, but please, you have to rewatch this movie again.
Okay. All right. My take on it would be it is definitely a rewatchable movie. Like, I actually did watch it again in preparation, and it still doesn't get old. Like,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It was fantastically written. I can't wait to see what James Gunn has in store for us with the reboot of
Yeah.
the DC
Or
universe.
the
Let's
yeah this
see how this man
the
can.
type of the type of like movies that is to follow.
Yeah, like it's going to be amazing. And yeah, so out of 10, what would you rate it?
For me, really a 10 out of 10. I've loved the comical accuracy. I like the whole thing of the movie was really everything was following through. There was a reason, there was a clause for everything to happen in the movie. There was a lot of detail. You could have even seen the detail on the kaiju's like specimen and DNA. So everything went into super detail. You felt informed the whole time. Really a masterwork, and I think nobody else could have done what James Gunn have done. So well done to James Gunn. Really, truly, shout out, James Gunn. A 10
All
out of 10.
right, well, I would give my rating a 9.5. Let me tell you why.
Yeah. Okay, obviously you
Because I
can't always
felt,
have a perfect score.
let me tell you why. I felt, okay, this is particularly to some characters, right? I felt like some characters could have been a bit more fleshed out, like in terms of showing personality, like Hawkgirl, for example. Also, like, yeah, actually, just that. Like, I don't know why. Like, if she just had like a bit more oomph, it would have been a 10 out of 10. But like, that's why I'm giving it a 9.5.
Okay,
That's
but
absolutely
that
great
makes sense.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely great movie. Would highly recommend it to anybody that basically I speak to. I've recommended it to. I've recommended it to some colleagues as well at
yeah,
work. I'm like, you have to go watch the Superman movie. It's great. Like
mm,
Superman, this movie got me to love watching movies again because it's
yeah,
so good. And like it really, really resonates with moviegoers, and also it will resonate with a lot of people that have been put off movies because of a lot of mainstream disappointments.
mm, yeah.
So yeah, like I would definitely say Superman movie is a bucket list movie. You have to watch it. It's really good. And yeah, I think that's gonna be a wrap. So what's it?
Yeah.
Make sure to like, subscribe. Please comment on these episodes. Helps us boost up the algorithm on Spotify, and like, you can recommend this podcast to more people. So yeah.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Thank you so
Also,
much for listening, guys.
also,
Okay, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah?
and remember, next episode, it's going down, down, down.
Oh, that's going to be exciting. I think my girlfriend will personally be listening into that one. She's loving that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last point that I'd like to make. This new Superman versus Robert Pattinson's Batman, the very last movie that we had about Batman. Who would win? Would it be a fair fight? And would we have a better Batman versus Superman movie than the previous one? That's a wrap. That's us.
So,
Popcorn and opinions. Love to have you guys. All right. Cheers, guys.
peace. Bye.